Oh, like this. Tip it up. Wow, what's it feel like?
So,
I've been requested by a subscriber to try and do something interesting for kids' meals. Even the teddy bear stayed in shape, so you help me with this.
it's nice and big healthy.
Nice and big healthy. There you go. Wow! You're doing a good job. Welcome back to the Lincolnshire kitchen. On this video, I'm going to take one of the suggestions from my subscribers for a kid-friendly meal, a child-friendly meal. As you can see, I'm making this in conjunction with another video. So I've got my pies in there as well. The oven's on 170. I predict this sweet potato will be in there for probably about an hour, maybe longer. I just keep checking it. Once it's soft, it's time to come out. Simple as that. Do you know what we're making? Yeah, you do. So today we're going to carry on from what we did yesterday. We baked the sweet potato, so it was nice and soft, ready for us to use. So we're making, like, how do we describe it? Like tater tots. I don't really like that name, but I suppose that's what they are. So we're making sweet potato, tuna, sweet corn, cheese, spinach tater tots. That's a big mouthful. We're not going to put all that in the title, but that's pretty much all that's in it. It's quite a lot, to be fair. But I've been requested by a subscriber to try and do something interesting for kids' meals. We're going to make our little tater tots and we're going to do them into little shapes. We're going to do, what shape's that?
A teddy bear.
A teddy bear. We'll try to do some teddy bears. And we'll try to do some
Stars.
stars. So we're going to do teddy bears and stars. We're going to mix all our ingredients together, binded by the sweet potato. And we're going to chill it down. We're going to put it all out, cut them out into shapes. We're going to pop them on a tray and we're probably going to freeze them so they freeze nice and hard. Then when it comes to cooking them, final cook, before you serve them to your children, we will probably give them a bit of a dust in some flour, and then either you can deep fry them or bake them. Like, obviously we're looking at trying to be something nice and nutritious and healthy for kids, so we're going to try baking them and see how that turns out. But alternatively, it'd probably work. To be fair, for the product itself, I think it'll probably come out better deep fried. It'll probably hold its shape a bit better. I imagine when they bake them, they're going to spread a little bit. But we're going to see. That'll be the healthier option. Okay, are you ready? So first off, we're gonna peel our sweet potato and we're gonna cook our sweet corn. The sweet potato that we baked yesterday, it's been chilled overnight. It's nice and cold because it's been in the fridge. Peels nice and easily. Skin comes off, no problem at all. And that can go into our mixing bowl, like so. You just break that up, mash it, break it up with your fingers, however you wish. Done. So we've just drained off our tuna. I'm just going to sprinkle that on to the bowl. Right, young man, can you help me with this? So all I want you to do is take a leaf and pull the stem off like that, and then put the leaf in there. Excellent. You keep going. Keep doing that job.
And then what's this one?
That's spinach.
Oh.
It's going to go in your dinner.
Yeah.
Nice and healthy.
Yeah. It's nice and big healthy.
Nice and big healthy. There you go. So our sweet corn's cooked as well. You keep picking that and I'm going to drain off the sweet corn. You keep going. Good job, Ted. How many have you done so far?
I'm just doing 5.
Doing 5? We need more than 5.
Need more?
Keep going then.
Okay, what's this one? It's little.
So guys, I know I haven't given you any quantities as of yet, but just do it all by eye. Just
do it what you think. I mean, I've used 1 sweet potato, 1 tin of tuna, a couple of handfuls of sweet corn, and I'm just doing the spinach dry. Remember guys, the spinach wilts down quite considerably, so it might look like you've got lots, but remember when it cooks it wilts right down. And I'm going to wilt this before I add it into the mix. Try some. Is it nice? It's very good for you. Very nice. So I'm just going to give the spinach a bit of a wilt before I put it into the rest of the mix. I'm just going to pour some boiling water over it, as simple as that. I'm not going to worry about getting a pan of boiling water or start buttering it. I'm just going to wilt it with a little bit of hot water. And you can see it's already shrinking. So I've just squeezed all the water out of the spinach. And I'm just going to roughly put it into the bowl, ready to mix in with the rest. But first, before we continue mixing in, we've got to add our cheddar cheese. Wow! You're doing a good job. You just be careful of those fingers. You've got to be very careful when you're grating cheese so you don't grate your own fingers.
No.
You're doing a very good job. Don't eat it all, mate. We've got to put it in here for your dinner. Ain't none left for our recipe. You'll notice I haven't added any salt and pepper yet. I mean, you can do, but obviously for kids, be very careful. Just use your own judgment. I might add a tiny sprinkle, because I do think, especially with healthy food, if you can make it taste good, it'll benefit them. If you use good quality salt, it's not going to be as bad for them as table salt. You know, they're going to get nutritional value from the minerals in a good quality salt. But again, of course, it is still salt, so you do want to be careful, very careful, especially for really young children. You mix it all together. Oh, like this. Tip it up. Wow, what's it feel like?
Soft.
Soft. Is it squidgy?
Yeah.
Is it going to be nice when it's done?
Yeah.
Are you going to eat it all up?
Yeah.
Good man. We've got it all mixed in together now, our ingredients. We're just going to have a little go at cutting some out. See how it is. How it feels. Do you want to try your teddy bear cutter?
Yeah.
Are we going to try and cut out with your teddy bear cutter then, darling?
Yeah.
Right, flowered it up. You have a go, I'll have a go with the magic star.
I have to go my teddy bear.
Go on then. Just flour in the baking tray. Just going to push him out. There we go, we've got a little teddy bear. What about a little magic star?
Yeah.
Flour.
And with my head.
Your head there. These are just going to go straight into the freezer once we put them out. And then from there I'm going to bake them probably about 180. And hopefully that will cook the surface, make it nice and crispy, and then, you know, hopefully that will help hold their shape. You're going to cut some more out. You're going to put your teddy bear there. So me and Edward have found this mix to be very, very wet and sticky, haven't we, darling? So we have been dusting with flour and bringing it all back together quite a few times. We've found the flour's helped absorb some of the water, and just to make it a little bit less sticky and holding together a bit better. So don't worry about continually adding flour to it, just to mould it into the right shape to cut out. As you can see, it's caked to our cutters. So I'm going to recommend just using the round cutters for this. It's a shame because we wanted a nice shape, so we have tried to do a few shapes, but because the mix is so sticky, wet, you're not getting a clean cut on the shape, so finding the rounds are much more effective. So what do we reckon quantity wise? We've probably got four kids' meals out of that. I would say so. About four and a bit kids' meals. So if you've got 2 kids, you've got 2 dinners there. Put the whole tray in the freezer now for a few hours until they're frozen, and I'm going to bake them from frozen. That way, hopefully, they'll hold their shape whilst they're cooking. Hopefully the outside will cook first before the middle, and that will help keep their shape. It's kids' tea time, and they've been in the freezer for quite a few hours now. I'm just getting your tea ready, mate. You want to help? Grab a chair. I'm just dusting them. So they aren't frozen solid, but they're frozen enough to handle now. I'm just dusting them. And then I'm going to dress them with a little bit of oil, and I'm going to put them through the air fryer. Now you can put them through the oven, but I'm going to use the air fryer. We're going to see what they look like, see if they work out. So I'm just going to dress them with a little bit of oil. I'm going to rub that all into them and then get them into the air fryer. So 10 minutes in the air fryer, and I'm pretty pleased with the result. I mean, to be honest, they might look a bit more appealing if we breadcrumbed them, but we haven't. We've just floured them, and it's done the job I wanted it to do. It's crusted the surface, and they've not spread everywhere. Even the teddy bear stayed in shape, so now we know if you wanted to have fun with them and make them into shapes for your kids, that they'd work. So I'm going to plate these up, and we're going to find out what Edward thinks. We've got 4 for Ted, just like that. Service suggestions. To be honest, it's got its protein, it's got its vegetables. I think you could probably just get away with serving them as they are, to be honest. Edward's going to try them how they are, aren't you, mate? Dig in, see what your cooking is like. Nice, healthy, homemade food for your kids. Good lad. Is it nice? You like it? Success. Bit hot. Well, there you go, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you try them at home, leave a comment and let us know how you got on. Thanks for watching Lincolnshire Kitchen. We'll see you on the next one.